Welcome back, students. Today we will start rational number. We all have the idea about the natural number. In case of natural number, we have seen that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this way, the numbers by which we can count, those are called natural number. But 0 is not at all a natural number. Then whole number, 0 is also whole number. Okay, including 0, all other positive numbers are whole numbers. In case of integers, we have seen that all negative number 0 and all positive numbers are integers. We have idea about the fractions also. So now we have to know what is rational number. You can see here it is written that rational number is the number of the form p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. That means q cannot be equal to 0, means denominator cannot be equal to 0. For a rational number, we have to check properly only these things, that denominator should not be 0. If denominator is 0, then we cannot say that one is a rational number. Now there are two types of rational number. We can say one is positive rational number, another one is negative rational number. Why it is positive rational number? Because if the fractions, in the fractions we know that denominator and numerator both are present. Here in 5 by 7, 5 is numerator, 7 is denominator. Now you can see in numerator and denominator both are positive here. There is no negative sign with 5, there is no negative sign with 7. Now whenever we are talking about this second example, minus 13 by minus 8, you can see this is minus, this is also minus. So ultimately, according to the rule of integer, this minus will cancel and we will get 13 by 8. That means whenever we will discuss about the positive rational number means the rational number is said to be positive if its numerator and denominator are either both positive or both negative. Then we will say it is a positive rational number. Then for negative rational number, a rational number is said to be negative if its numerator and denominator are such that one of them is positive integer and another of them is negative integer. That means if one is positive, another one is negative. Like this first example, you can see 3 is negative here, it is minus 3 and 5 is positive. In this way, if numerator is positive and denominator is negative, or numerator is negative, denominator is positive, then we will say that is negative rational number. So now let's discuss about the exercise. First question is given, what are rational number? We already know what are rational number. Now give example of 5 positive and 5 negative rational number. We can give the example of positive and negative rational number. Now the next question is there any rational number which is neither positive or negative? Answer will be yes. If we are writing 0, 0 is not at all a positive integer, not at all a negative integer. That means 0 is in between positive and negative integer. And when we will talk about the positive and negative rational number, then we will say that 0 is a rational number that is neither positive nor negative. Now we are discussing question number 2. Here we have to find out which one is rational number. So we already discussed that if the denominator is 0, then we will not say that is a rational number. So look at question number 1. Here its denominator is non-zero Number 2 is also denominator non-zero. Number 3 also denominator is non-zero. 4 also denominator is non-zero, and in 5 it is only 6. That means it is basically 6 by 1. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all are rational number. Now number 6, this is minus 3 only, that means we can write it minus 3 by 1. So this is also a rational number. Now in case of question number 7, this is only 0. So 0 we can write in the form 0 by 1, 0 by 2, 0 by 3 in this way. So this is also a rational number. This one is also same, this is also a rational number. Now number 9. Here we can see the denominator is 0, so this is not a rational number, and this is also not a rational number. So now let us discuss some question on the following topic. First question, it is given you have to find out the numerator and denominator of the given rational number. So here, just like the fraction, we can see it is 5 by minus 8. So numerator means this one is the numerator. So here numerator is 5 and denominator is minus 8. Next question, you have to find out the equivalent rational number of this 7 by minus 15. So we can write many equivalent rational number. Showing here. If you want to find out the equivalent rational number, normally we have to multiply denominator and numerator both with the same digit. So first we are multiplying it by 2. So we will get equivalent rational number. 1 is 14 by minus 30. Okay. In this way, similarly, if you are multiplying this numerator by 3 and this denominator by 3, then we will get 7 3s are 21 and 3 15s are, or 15 3s are 45. 21 by minus 45. Similarly, if in one more unit, so you have to multiply this numerator. You can multiply this numerator by 4 and this denominator also by 4. So 7 into 4, it will be 28, and minus 15 into 4, it will be minus 60. So in this way we can find out many equivalent rational number. Then we are coming to the next question. You can see here you have to find out the rational number with positive denominator. You can see here in the first example, it is given 11 by minus 6. So if you want to make this denominator positive, then we can multiply this denominator with minus 1. Similarly, this numerator also will minus 1, because if you are multiplying numerator by any digit, you have to multiply denominator also by the same digit. So it will be minus 11 by plus 6. So it will become now the positive denominator. Similarly, this one also we can do in the same manner. We can multiply minus 8 by minus 1 and minus 19 also by minus 1. By same digit we are multiplying, and we will get minus minus plus, and 8 into 1 8 plus 8, and similarly in denominator also minus minus plus, and 19 into 1, that means 19. So now let us discuss one more question on rational number. Here you have to express 14 by minus 5 as a rational number with numerator 56 and minus 70. So here you can see the numerator is 14. So we all know that 4 14s are, or 14 4s are 56. So to make this numerator 14 56, we have to multiply 14 by 4. So if you are multiplying 14 by 4, so you have to multiply denominator minus 5 also by 4. So it will become 56 by minus 20. Similarly, in number 2, it is given you have to express this numerator, you have to write this one rational number with numerator minus 70. So if you want to make this numerator minus 70, you have to multiply this numerator by minus 5. So we are multiplying this numerator by minus 5. Similarly, we are multiplying denominator also by minus 5. So you will get here minus 70 by 25. In this way we can change the numerator also, we can change the denominator also by calculating the equivalent rational number. Now the next question, write the rational number in standard form. So how to write the rational number in standard form? Here I gave some example, two example I am using here. First one is 27 by 45. So our first step will be, we have to find out the HCF of these two numbers, 27 and 45. So to find out the HCF, we are using here the division process. So first we will do 27 ones are 27 here, only one times 27 will go, and then we will subtract it, and when we will subtract it we will get here 18, right? Then again we will do the same process and it will goes only one times, and after subtraction we will get here 9, and you can see now 9 2s are 18. So we can say that 9 is the HCF of 27 and 45, right? So whatever will be your HCF, you have to divide both numerator and denominator by the HCF. So here we are dividing both numerator and denominator by HCF, that means by 9. So when you will divide it, you will get minus 3, and here you will get 5. So this is your standard form. Next one more example I gave here, that is 299 by 161. Here you can see that your numerator is greater than denominator, so no problem. I will use these two number to find out its HCF. So better I am doing it here. 161 we are using, and we are dividing 299 by 161. So 161 into 2, it will be how much? Let's see. If we are using 2, then 161 into 2 is 2 ones are 2, then again 2, then 3. So it is not possible. So in that case we will use only 1 over here, that means 1 into 161 is 161. Then we will subtract it, and when we will subtract it we will get here 8, this one will come 3, and this one will come. So now this 131, this 161 we have to divide by 131, and again 138 ones are 138 we will do. Then we are getting, if we are subtracting it, we are getting 23, and whenever we are dividing again 132 by 23, we are getting 6 23s are 138. Okay, so without this LCM it is not possible to understand by which number this will be divisible. That means we have to divide this both numerator and denominator by 23. So we are dividing both by 23, and we will get the standard form in this manner. So what will be the standard form? That means whenever you will divide 299 by 23, you will get numerator. When you will divide 161 by 23, you will get its denominator. So when we will divide 299 by 23, we are getting 13 in the denominator, and when you are dividing this minus 161 by 23, we are getting minus 7. So here 13 by minus 7 is the standard form. Now let us find out the value of x such that first condition is given, you can see minus 1 by 5 equal to 8 by x. So here to find out the value of x, we have to do cross multiplication. So what is cross multiplication? If a by b equal to c by d, here a by b is a rational number and c by d is a rational number, then we can cross multiply these two things. So how to cross multiply these two things? So from here we can write this d can be multiplied with a, that means from this expression we can write a into d equal to c into b. This is known as cross multiplication, and we will use this procedure to solve these sums. So first, number 1, according to this condition, we can cross multiply the thing and we can write from here minus 1 into x. Minus 1 into x means it will be minus x equal to 8 into 5. 8 into 5 is 40. So from here we can write x equal to minus 40. Similarly, question number 2, it is given 3 by 5 equal to x by minus 25. So for this one we can write x into 5 equal to 3 into minus 25. So we can write in this manner, 3 into x, that means 3x equal to 5 into minus 25, that means minus 125. So now 3x we don't want, we want only x. So in that case we need to send this 3 again this side. That means again I will send this 3 in the denominator, and the value of x will be minus 125 by 3. Now if you wish, you can convert it into mixed fraction also. Now we are coming to the next question, question number 2. Sorry, question number 2 done. Question number 3, in this case again we will do cross multiplication. Now here only 2 is present. 2 is basically, 2 means, we all know that 2 means 2 by 1. That means we are cross multiplying 48 by 1 and 2 by x. So ultimately we will get 2x, because we are multiplying x by 2, equal to 48 into 1, that means only 48. But we need the value of x, so we have to send this 2 from this side. So when you will send this 2 from this side, again we will bring this 2 in the denominator. That means x is equal to minus 48. This 2 is coming here, that means by 2. Now we can see, we can find out the standard form of this one, as because we can see 48 is an even number, an even integer, it is divisible by 2, and so we are getting 2 2s are 4 and 2 4s are 8. So the value of x is minus 24. So in this way we can calculate the value of x by using cross multiplication. So we have learned about the rational number and about how to find out its standard form, how to find out the value of x from this type of equation. We can say these are equation or these are the relationship, and we know now that how to calculate the equivalent rational number. Okay, Now next, in my next video, I will give more information about rational number. Take care and stay safe, and if you have any doubt, please send your comments to the comment box. Thank you everybody.